Bethel. My name is Amy, and I'll be sharing with you the midweek devotion for this week. Now, for some of you may know, some of you may not know that I graduated yesterday, so on Tuesday, from a bachelor degree, a bachelor degree in kinesiology. And upon reflecting on graduating, it kind of got me thinking about graduation and what makes graduation so special. And for myself, yesterday was a big day to celebrate and have a ceremony to celebrate such a big milestone after 4 years of hard work. But, the more I thought about it, the more I realized that, it wasn't just the big day of celebrating that made graduation so special. It was the 4 years of hard work, the many study sessions, the many coffee breaks and midterms that were written, finals that were written, all the hours of studying, the hours of going to lectures, the hours spending time on campus doing labs that connected the theory to the application of what I was learning. And yeah, it really got me thinking that getting a degree isn't just the final point of climbing that mountain. It's the journey of going up that mountain. And, it's not one step wasn't greater than the next. It was the accumulation of all the steps that got me up the mountain to this degree. And yeah, it just reminded me of a verse in Hebrews chapter 12, 1-3. Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of faith. For the joy set before him, he endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. Consider him who endured such opposition from sinners, so that you will not grow weary and lose heart. And so this passage just has some imagery of running the race set out before us and persevering. And just like my analogy of climbing a mountain, also running a race, one step is not less or more important. It's the accumulation of steps to finish a race. And I think that applies to our Christian lives daily. God's workshop is in the mundane of every day, and the decisions we make, the people we run into, the way we spend our time each and every day, it does accumulate towards something. And that's a really exciting thing to remember as we go through life, knowing that each and every day has a purpose. And sometimes, some days it feels like you can see the purpose, and others not so much. Just like working towards a degree, there's days I definitely doubted where I should be and if I should even be doing this degree. But I think, like in Hebrews, it mentions perseverance is such a big thing. To persevere through those times can help us to get up that mountain, to finish that race, to get through maybe the mundane tasks that seem a bit boring at times. But he also says to throw off everything that hinders us, being reminded of the truth day in, day out of our identity can help us easily identify what entangles us and what is not productive for us in every day. And yeah, fixing our eyes on Jesus, similarly to reminding ourselves of the truth, being aware and being watchful for where God's working in our lives can be a way that we can persevere through the race. And yeah, when we do that, we don't grow weary, we don't lose heart. And as I look back on my degree, there's many times where I felt like I was at the end of my rope, that I couldn't handle any more stress, any more assignments, but God gave me enough strength to get through, to finish the next thing. to do the next right thing and keep continuing on. And, as I look back, it wasn't just a degree. It wasn't just the knowledge of kinesiology that I've gained, but I've gained so much confidence, so much learning how to be a more gracious person, a more patient person, a more diligent, hardworking person. There's just so many things that this degree has taught me, not just in the hard skills of knowing more about kinesiology and exercise, but also just knowing how to be a hard-working individual that can persevere towards something, even when it's not easy, even when it's really hard and I want to quit. Um, and yeah, just looking back, I'm so thankful for God giving me the strength and just the ability to persevere, because it was definitely not on my own strength that I got through that and that I finished it. And so I just encourage all of you, whether you're graduating from school or high school, or graduating from a job and moving on to a different job, or whatever season of life you're in, to just keep persevering and just remember that, yeah, God is working in the mundane. And yeah, I think that's just a really important reminder for us today. So I hope you found this encouraging in some way, and I'll end in a prayer. Dear God, thank you for just the ability to live our lives full with different opportunities that come our way. God, I pray that you would just help us remind us that even in the mundane, that we can rely on your strength, we can rely on you for perseverance, and just help us to know that each and every little task that we're doing does add up towards something, Lord. So I just pray that your spirit would guide us today and this week, and yeah, I just pray that everyone watching this would just feel your presence, Lord, and would be able to take away something from this devotion. And I just pray that you bless the rest of this day. In your name I pray. Amen. Bye, Bethel.